Alright guys, what's up? I probably should be finishing up the rest of the Far Harbor DLC footage that I took for that playthrough, but some of the parts were misordered, and it's been almost 2 months since the release, so I figured I'd stop off. I am still planning on finishing up Uncharted 4's playthrough for those interested in the channel, but this video is a little different because it's more focused on a trophy that I've been trying to get for quite a long time. The Benevolent Leader trophy. Just to show you guys that I actually do have it. Or not settings. I'll show you the trophy. Let's see. There's an image associated with it. Now, the funny thing is, I got this trophy about an hour ago, and the funny thing about this is that I was actually not playing when this happened. I left my system on because I had 98 happiness and it was going up. And so I left my game on but didn't pause the game. So I basically left my guy standing in a corner with my PS4 controller plugged in so the battery didn't run out. So it was quite a ridiculous process. To show you how I did it, there are some guides online, and I did follow one that a Reddit user posted. Right now my happiness is going down because I actually... Where the hell's Hancock? I shot him. I was just so happy to be done with it, I just shot Hancock. He was one of the guys who was manning these fucking clinics. Where the hell's the... Where's the person? Whatever. Alright, anyway. You can see my stats. 6 people, 8 food total, 10 water, 16 power, 83 defense, which was kind of overkill, 8 beds, and that's really all you need. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clinics. These are the tier 3 clinics. I'll show you right here. Some of these stores don't give you extra happiness. The one that's guaranteed is the clinic, so the safest bet is to just make one of these, but only make enough that you can supply people with. So if you're going to do a settlement with 4 or 5 people, you're going to need at least... You're going to need 5 of those people to be manning these. So the way I did this was I had 6 people. So 6 people is the minimum that I did. And I wanted to do 5 people. 5 of my followers are on station here. You got Kate, which is one of the followers. There was someone supposed to be here until I fucking made them run away. You got Piper, the fucking Vault-Tec rep, and Hancock. So a lot of these people are my followers. The Vault-Tec rep you can actually find, and you can get them in a speech challenge to come follow you. If you activate this recruitment beacon tower here, you can get people to regularly follow you. If you see over here, where am I? Here, there's one settler right here who just wandered in from the beacon tower. I think there's 2 followers. Because originally there was only supposed to be, what, 5? There were 6... There were supposed to be 7 people here. That's why I made the 8 beds. I think I might have killed them. I think that was the person who I killed over here. Yep. I killed this settler. Yeah, that's why. I was so happy that I beat this, that I killed that settler. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, now my happiness is going down, as you can see. You do not want that red arrow. You want the green arrow that says it's going up. If you look, I did this, the easiest place to do this, really. You can do it at any settlement, but I would suggest not doing it. There are 2 places. The Sanctuary... I actually have a marker. Let me remove that. So Sanctuary and then also the Castle. Those are the 2 places I would suggest not doing it, because the main reason is because there are some followers there that don't do, like, there are people that live in these communities and they don't do work no matter what. So, for example, there's Mama Murphy, who sits in that stupid fucking chair and just picks her ass with a fucking Q-tip all day. And she's worthless, so she can't do much. There was a period of time where Sturgis also didn't do anything, and that was a glitch that I think was fixed. So it's more difficult. Also, because of the characters that are in Sanctuary, no matter what, you have to overcompensate. So because I have 10 people, I would have to make more tier 3 shops to compensate that level of happiness. All right. Now, I chose the Red Rocket truck shop because A, it's close by. What I did was, in order to avoid the game glitching, so what I did was I amassed 10,000 bottle caps, because you need about 1,600. I'll show you. You need... Oh, why is it auto-saving? I don't want it to fucking auto-save. Alright, anyway. It's gonna auto-save every time I put my thing away. If I wanted to do a clinic that is, see, if I wanted to do one of these clinics, I would have to spend 1,800 bottle caps. Now, multiply that by 5. What is that? Quick math.
I don't mind hoofing it as long
Is
as
that 5 times 1,800? I believe that is... Just make sure my math is here. Right.
you need anything proofread.
Yeah, that's 9,000 bottle caps. I'd do 10,000 just in case. I did 10,000. The best, I mean, I've been playing the game a lot, obviously. And this is all the stuff I've amassed since I started playing it in November. So I basically sold a lot of the weapons, the apparel, the first aid, just crap that I had lying around. I just went to various vendors. I went to the Pridwin, I went to Good Neighbor, I went to Diamond City Market. I even went to some of the vendors in Far Harbor because I did that DLC. So I went to the Children of the Atom, which have a few vendors. I went to the Far Harbor people. I think you can go to Arcadia too to sell some stuff. So those are some places to make bottle caps. Also, there's many quests and missions where you can get bottle caps as rewards.
There's no sport.
So for this, like I said, the best way for fruit is to make 6 of the mutt fruit. I have 8 here just because, again, I overcompensated, but 6 is the minimum. You need as much fruit as there are settlers. And then for water, you need as many as there are settlers. So I made this water pump, and it's connected to a power unit, and that makes 10. For defense, it's been recommended that you do at least 60. Now, I made these missile turrets, and it produces 15 defense. It also requires a generator to run. But these were the quickest. In order to make one, though... Shit. In order to make one, you have to have quite a bit of materials for the missile ones. And you also have to have the gun nut rank 3. So for missile turrets, you need aluminum, you need gears. Gears is the one I've been struggling a lot finding, because they just... You get them more from breaking down weapons, but you can also break down other materials to get them. So, gears, oil, again, these are all just supplies you find out in the world. So, because it was 15 defense, I only needed to make 6 to get myself to 60. The regular machine gun turret, that doesn't cost as many gears, is only 5 defense, so it's significantly less, which is one of the reasons I didn't want to do it. And then, do not make any of these guard posts, because anything extra that you make, this is the important thing, because if you make things that need to be armed by someone, so if I clicked on this, it says it requires somebody, so if you ever make something that's required by somebody, it's going to decrease the happiness. So, in order to avoid that, just don't... You basically, if you're at the Red Rocket, delete everything, and then make sure the stuff that you make that needs to be maintained is maintained. So all of this fruit, once you make all the fruit, then assign a settler to take care of it, and they'll take care of all of this fruit. Now, make sure you don't make another fruit plant, because then that's going to mess up the way that they take care of the plants. You might need someone else to take care of the fruit, and you have to be conservative with the roles for your civilians. So every single person has to be doing this clinic, the top 3 clinic, because they need to be occupied with something, and the clinic also needs to be operational to be driving money and also to be boosting your happiness, because it's part of the overall happiness. Obviously, you can use your recruitment tower. Turn it off into this off position right here. Once you have the 6 people you want, if you leave it on, more people might enter the civilization, and you might have to tell them what to do, and it'll make it harder. The more people you have, the harder it is to maintain happiness, because the more motherfuckers want to be happy. I made this bell right here just because if you ring it, all the people in your town gather right here, and you can see who's unassigned and who's not unassigned. In addition to all of that, one of the last things is you can add these. As you can see, I spammed the fuck out of these paintings. I read somewhere that putting these signs and paintings up has an effect on how quickly the happiness is raised. I don't know if this is true, but I had the extra wood and steel, so I just... If you look on the wall here, I have so many of these fucking banners. Look, I have like paintings over paintings. This obviously can't be moved, but there's like dog paintings and just things on the wall in here. Like, there's just like all sorts of crap. There's all the beds are in here too. The beds need to equal the number of people. Make sure also when you make beds, they have to be indoors. They cannot be outside because the beds have to be in a livable place. There were 7 people in my community until one of them fucking died. But I have 7 beds for 7 people. And then I have this bed for myself so that I can continuously sleep for 24 hours so that I can speed up time. What I've found is that using the time skip, the 24 hours thing, doesn't necessarily make time go by faster. If anything, I found that just standing in this corner over here and doing absolutely nothing actually made the happiness bar raise quicker. So I actually went out to dinner with some friends, and I left the game running, like I said, just standing here hoping that the community wouldn't get fucking attacked. It's very rare that the community will get attacked. I got attacked by super mutants, and it kind of fucked me up a little bit, so I actually reverted my checkpoint, and when I reverted my checkpoint, the super mutants didn't even spawn an attack, so I got lucky. So there are, I believe, Rust Devils and super mutants were the 2 factions that I came across. The Rust Devils I came across when I was first trying to set up the place, and I killed them, so then I could obviously do this whole benevolent leader fucking trophy. So that's pretty much it. The reason I'm saying to stay in this community, now some of you might be like, well, why did you just stand in a corner and, you know, not do anything? I have not found a concise answer on this. Some people on the internet say, oh, well, you don't have to, you can leave your community and just go play the game. I have heard rumors, and I've kind of seen this for myself in terms of Sanctuary. If you leave the community that you're trying to boost happiness in, it will actually make the happiness slightly fluctuate. It'll go down and it'll mess up. It'll mess the happiness up. And you obviously don't want that. You want the game to be on a straight path to 100, especially if you're just trying to do this for the trophy. You don't want that. So the best idea, another reason I have the Red Rocket is because for recruiting extra followers to get to the 6, because I had so many followers in Sanctuary, I was able to literally walk from the Red Rocket across the bridge to Sanctuary, and I didn't have to fast travel. I figured that fast traveling would mess it up, but walking across the bridge was something that made it... Actually, for me, doing this, it didn't glitch it out. So, I was able to leave the community momentarily over here to do that, to recruit those extra people that I needed. Just because I didn't want to wait for 6 settlers. As you saw, Hancock, Kate, those are followers you recruit in the game itself. So I had them just fulfill a role that I needed them to. So, that is basically all I can think of in terms of this. Now, to keep in mind, you do need a few perks in order for this to work. You need the Benevolent, the local leader. So in order to do that, you need at least level 6 in charisma, and so that's at least 8 skill trees. So that's at least 8 of the perks. So you'll need to be at least level 8 if that is assuming you're putting all of your points into this charisma chart. To amass the amount of materials that I would need, I also got the over encumbered thing. That's actually a pretty good perk. So yeah, I actually did that as well to cut down on that. So those are just some tips. For some of the higher level turrets, I was also gun nut rank 3. So for building stronger equipment, you probably will have to be a high level. I'm level 67, so I've had quite a bit of time to get my guy to a stronger standing here. I'm tired of the game. Stop quick saving. But, so that's basically what's been going on so far with this whole trophy and just some tips to get it. I assume the people who are ravenous for this trophy already got it, but this is just for people who haven't yet or are looking for an alternate strategy. I'm just giving you the tour of my base right now, kind of showing you what I've got. I put all these... Some people also were suggesting to make wood crates, make statues, make paintings, something that makes all the decorations that make the place look somewhat manageable and more efficient. So I put because I had so many materials, I kind of just coated the place in garbage. Just in the hopes that it would raise my happiness. And that's what I've done. So I'm glad I finally got this trophy. It was the one trophy that was driving me fucking nuts and was making me angry. I only need a few more trophies to have all of them. I think the last one I need is like the exploding pants one, which is pretty easy. I just have to get the perk for it first. So yeah, this was probably one of the hardest ones to get because there's a lot of planning that goes into it in terms of what perks you need, and choosing the right settlement, having the right amount of money. Everything has to be done in a certain way to get this. And you can get it with lots of settlers, not many settlers, you can do this with any town, but you have to course correct and have more materials for more people, which obviously makes more sense. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. This was just a quick kind of tutorial because this was pissing me off today, and I finally got this trophy, and I'm so glad. Make sure you save. It's probably beneficial that you make a save file before you go off on a limb and just start making shit. I'm probably going to undo all this crap once I'm done making this video. So, alright. Thanks. Catch you later.